Welcome back, guys. We've got a team of the season prediction, this time for the Premier League. With team of the season less than 2 weeks away now, I want to get these predictions in before the leaks come out and it all gets ruined. The community team of the season is the first one to be released on 29th of April, and then the Premier League one should be the week after that. As I go through these, guys, let me know if you agree with these and comment down below what your team of the season would be. So, first of all, in goal. So, quite simply, it's got to be between Alisson and Ederson. Both have kept 17 clean sheets, which have been pivotal in their title race, which is so close still. And especially after their 2-2 draw the other day that they had. But just for me, I'm going to put Ederson in the starting lineup. On top of that, I also think Ramsdale should be in as an honourable mention, as he had a real breakthrough season at Arsenal following a few poor seasons at both Sheffield United and Bournemouth. At right back is going to be Reece James. For a short overview, he's been exciting to watch play and has come out with 5 goals so far this season. Trent is also another good shout, as he's got more assists for a defender, but I think James has been far more enjoyable to watch from a fan's perspective. But of course, Trent is still on the bench. My first centre-back doesn't really need much explaining. Van Dijk is probably the best centre-back in the world at the moment and has been for quite a while. Then for the left centre-back position, I have a choice of 2 between Laporte and Rudiger. Both have made good comebacks into their teams after sort of falling off a little bit. I think Rudiger is a better watch and more exciting, but Laporte is all-round a more solid player, and therefore he's going to be going in my team. Left back, there was no question in this. Robertson is clear this season. His counterpart on the other side, Trent, has 12 assists so far this season and he has 11. Liverpool have the most clean sheets in the league, so what more could you ask for? On to the midfielders. There are a lot to choose from, so I'm going to name first of all my starting 3, but there are also 3 mentions for the bench. At the left centre mid spot, I'm going to go with the obvious KDB. He's been sublime for years now and has consistently produced this season as well. This one is a bit more of a curveball and might not be in everyone's team. Jarrod Bowen. He's top of the table for assists with 14, and since his return has scored a few crucial goals to help West Ham in Europe and also keep their hopes alive of returning to that same competition next year. Considering he was at Hull a handful of seasons ago, he's absolutely flying this year. My central centre mid is Mount. 10 goals and 8 assists in the Prem this season. He's been on fire and has been running the show at Chelsea. After a few seasons of above average performance but nothing stellar, this year he's really turned up. As for the front 3, I'm going to suggest they're probably going to be pretty obvious, as they are top scorers and top assisters, but they're also just performed incredibly, and I expect many others to do the same top 3 as me. At right wing, it's got to be Mo Salah. He is the top scorer with 20 goals and is the second highest on the assist list, registering 12 additional goal involvements. There is no question about him. On the left is going to be a Tottenham player, Heung-min Son. When Kane hasn't been firing on all cylinders this season, Son has been there to keep Tottenham's top 4 hopes alive, including a recent hat-trick against Aston Villa that set him up for yet another Team of the Week appearance. This one is probably the most controversial out of all of them, Diogo Jota. While Firmino has been out of action, Jota has stepped up to fill his shoes pretty well. He's only a handful of goals shy of Salah's total and was an unreal underdog to perform so well coming into this season. He's probably lucky that Harry Kane has been so average this season, as this is usually his spot. As mentioned previously, I have 3 midfielders that easily make the bench of this squad, most which are young players. That is Saka, Gallagher and Sterling, who potentially could go in as a striker. Saka finished his last season in great form and has continued that streak into the current one. Gallagher has had a breakthrough season. He's had 14 goal involvements in the Prem so far and has been pivotal in removing Palace from a relegation battle this season. And Sterling has made a very slow start this season, but after being left out a few times and then coming back, he's been in great form and produced moments that have just kept City that slight bit above Liverpool. The final 2 players I want to feature in this 20-man squad is Ivan Toney and Sadio Mane. Mane doesn't need much explaining, as he's scored 13 goals so far and he's been part of a ridiculous Liverpool front 3 and could be the team of the season strike force on their own should I swap Son out. As for Toney, he's got 12 goals in Brentford's debut season in the Prem and has kept them out of the drop that many expected them to be in. After all this, I know it's controversial leaving out both Kane and Ronaldo. I think they've had solid seasons, but nothing exceptional. Thank you for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe for the daily content and more predictions coming up in the coming days, and I'll see you later.